I'd like to welcome our fans to coverage of varsity football on Two Basin Sports Network. It is finally here. For the first time since 2008, the Worland Warriors will take on the Thermopolis Bobcats here at LeRoy Hayes Field. And this has been a moment Bobcats fans have waited for literally about 15 years now. This is a huge night. The Warriors fans over there on the other side of the field, they've packed the stands here. The Warriors fans are ready. Bobcats fans are starting to spill in here now too, and this is just kind of looking like a festive atmosphere up here. Bobcats and the Warriors here on Rivalry Night. It's Week 2 coverage of varsity football here on Two Basin Sports Network. We'll start our pregame show here in a little bit. We'll be right back. You are listening to Varsity Football on Two Basin Sports Network, the voice of the Bobcats. I'd like to welcome you back to our coverage of varsity football on Two Basin Sports Network. The Warriors and the Bobcats from LeRoy Hayes Field in Thermopolis, Wyoming, at the very south of the Bighorn Basin. You can kind of see the tunnel there on our video feed. The smoke, purple smoke this time. Wow. They didn't have smoke last year. And here come your Bobcats. Warriors did their little pregame entrance earlier, about 5 or 10 minutes ago, and now it's time for the Bobcats to do the same thing. And they're flooding the field purple here. The Thermopolis Bobcats coming into this game, coming off of a home win against Sun River. If you watched our broadcast last week, a 34-0 victory over that. The Worland Warriors entering this game with coming off of an 0-17 or 0-17 loss to Howell Panthers. I believe they also had a 0 game against Upton Sundance. I can't quite remember, but the Warriors wearing their white uniforms today. Bobcats be wearing their home grays purple pants, purple numbering with the white outline, purple helmet, number on the left side, and Bobcat strap on the right side. Warriors wearing their white uniforms with a black shoulder, black numbers, and orange outline, a big W on their helmet. A black helmet, big orange W on it, black pants. Those are your colors they look for tonight. Now, we all know why this is such a big event. This is rivalry night. The Warriors and the Bobcats, I mean, they're 30 miles away from each other. You kind of have to expect them to be rivals, right? But this dates all the way back to 1921. And in fact, that's the second ever contest between these two teams. Second ever contest between these two teams is actually a triple-digit win for Worland. Of course, I'm talking like 1921 here, but based off statistics from WyomingFootball.com, and we're looking Just kind of historically here. The first ever game between these. First ever game between these two teams was on October 12th, 1921. Worland Warriors lost to the Thermopolis Bobcats. That was 32-19. Next game, Worland would win. This was actually later in the year. They actually had two games in 1921. Worland won that game 109-7. I'm not joking on that one. These guys, this has been a rivalry dating back to 103 or so years ago. However, they have not played each other since October 10th, 2008. Worland won that game 20-0. That game was played at Warrior Stadium in Worland. The last home game between the two for the Bobcats was a 28-0 loss in 2007. The Bobcats actually have a 12-game losing streak to the Worland Warriors, dating from 1990, from 2000 all the way up to. Check that. Actually, it is from 1999 all the way up to 2008. They have not won in 15 games. However, Bobcats looking to kind of overturn that a little bit with the Warriors coming to town here. Anthems are about ready to start. We're going to step away. We'll be right back for the start of the game here on Two Basins Sports Network, the voice of the Bobcats. I'd like to welcome you back inside LeRoy Hayes Field, home of the Thermopolis Bobcats and home of rivalry night here in Hot Springs County. Thermopolis Bobcats taking on the Worland Warriors for the first time since 2008, and it is a festive atmosphere here, as we said in our pregame. Student sections here, they're ready to go. The band, we actually have a marching band tonight, as you can hear the fight song in the background. And tonight's going to be a good night for football indeed. The Thermopolis Bobcats and the Worland Warriors no longer just a volleyball and a basketball rivalry. Oh yeah, it's time to hit the gridiron once again as the Warriors try to avenge their loss against the Powell Panthers last week. They'll go on to take on the Pinedale Wranglers at Corfana Field in Pinedale next week. Bobcats will go to Kemmer to take on the Rangers. Of course, we'll try to have that game for you right here on Two Basins Sports Network. Not the Worland one, the Thermop one. Well, scoreboard's still lighting up 4 minutes from kickoff. However, I think we might get started a little early here as Worland sends out their kickoff squad. Head coaches tonight are for the Bobcats and the Warriors tonight are head coach Boone Bowker and assistant coaches Dusty McLean, Kyle Irvin, and Chris DeLay. Your coaches for the Worland Warriors are Marty Rage, Josh Heinemeyer, Marcus Bradshaw, Stephen Harris, and Gabe Keisel. Or Keithel. I don't know how you. Sorry about that. Well, this should be a fantastic game on tap for you here today. The Warriors and the Bobcats. Looks like the Bobcats are sending out their kick return teams. The Warriors should be kicking it away here and kicking it for the Warriors. Just 1 second, if we can get his number. They have him on the shoulder pads. I need binoculars or eyeglasses or something.
The kickoff for the Warriors. Back deep for the Bobcats. Dale Dukes and Ryan Aarons.
Sorry about that. It's going to be Ryan Denise kicking it off here for the Warriors. Of course, Aarons back to Dale Dukes and Aarons back to return the kick here. Chris Aarons got himself a little bit of state spotlight last week for his performance against Tongue River. Denise back ready to kick it away. And for the first time since 2008, the Bobcats and the Warriors, and we are underway here at LeRoy Hayes Field. Back to return, they'll go far side. And he's going to get himself past the 20, down near the 25, and he's finally brought down by a tribe of Warriors. And it'll be the first drive of the ball game here for the Bobcats. 11:53 on the board. You are watching Varsity Football on Two Basins Sports Network.
Slagle on the tackle for the Warriors.
Slagle on the tackle for the Worland Warriors. We have Slagles here in Thermopolis too, so forgive me if I trip up on that one. Starting quarterback tonight will be Colt Weber for the Warriors, and then for the Bobcats, Armani Dukes, both of which I believe are seniors this year. Nope, Colt Weber is a junior, but we'll see him on the next drive. Two men in the backfield for the Bobcats here. Student section wearing all types of purple and gold here. We even got two people wearing some Bobcats basketball uniforms, I believe the varsity ones. The snap, and it'll be a run to the far side for the Bobcats, and they will get a small gain on the play. Brings up second down for the purple and gold.
Armani Dukes on the keeper.
So Armani Dukes got himself some pretty good stats. I believe he got somewhere about 40 or 50 yards off of his rushing attempts last week. He used his feet every now and again, but we mostly saw most of the running action come from Chris and Ryan Aarons. Of course, I believe Ryan was the one that got most of the stats last week. It'll be a run to the far side here, and they will mark it down, a small gain, maybe just of inches on the play. Second and I believe this will be 6. Now the stands are starting to pack. I think this place only holds like a couple thousand people, so they got extra seats over there on the northwest side of the track. They had that for the Tongue River game, but I don't think those seats are going to last long tonight. It's going to be a nightmare getting out of this place. In motion. I believe it's Aarons in motion. The snap, it'll be a run up the middle here, and a run up the far side off the boot, and that's going to be a loss on the play for the Bobcats. And Fortunately, kind of the same stuff we saw in the Newcastle scrimmage and in the Tongue River game. Bobcats kind of struggled to get the offense going in the first half, but when the second half comes around, that's usually when the Bobcats like to get things going. So if you're a Bobcat fan, probably don't panic off this drive.
Colby Deere on to punt for the Bobcats.
Colby Deere back to punt it away. I believe back to return is Mason Decker and Will Slagle.
Decker back deep for the Warriors.
Gets the snap and the punt, and they're going to get back behind the 40. Decker picks it up. He's going to run far side, slips through one, still on his feet, and brought down to the 40-yard line. First down coming up for the Warriors here on the opening drive. Colt Weber and company are going to come out onto the field. Time to deliver your ones to watch here for the Worland Warriors. Personally, I'm going to be watching three people on this Warriors offense. I'm going to be paying attention to Mason Decker, Roman Parra, and also going to watching out for Colt Weber as well. His brother Cade Weber had some pretty good all-conference honors a couple of years ago. Actually, I believe I don't know if he participated in the Shrine Bowl, though. First drive here for the Warriors. Under center, the snap. It'll be a run up the far side. And brought down behind the line by a pride of Bobcats. It's, I believe, Gunnar Mascaro on the run there. So many similarities in surnames from Worland to Thermopolis. I guess that's what happens with the towns being so close in proximity to each other. But
Zane Stam on the
second and 11 here in the Bobcat defense, showing again some of its prowess. Had a fantastic game all game against Tongue River, and I think only gave up somewhat like 90 yards or so in that game against Tongue River. The snap, and it'll be a near side run for the Warriors, and he is brought down. The run was made by Gunnar Mascaro. And we got people spilling in, so we apologize. The camera will get blocked every now and again because people are really starting to spill in here. So we apologize for that.
First Bobcat on the tackle.
Right. And they're not making any attempts to avoid the camera, so nothing I can do about that.
3rd and 8.
3rd down and 7 coming up here for the Bobcats. The Warriors. Ball on the 44-yard line. Bobcats have had a pretty good time on defense here so far. Actually held up better on the first drive than I actually kind of expected. 3rd down and 7, 8:30 to go here in the first quarter. Shotgun formation here. It'll be a run to the far side for Mascaro, and he won't get far. In fact, I think he got a TFL on the play there. 4th down coming up for the Warriors.
Mascaro, the carrier.
Well, they're going to have to sharpen the spear a little bit on the next drive here, but right now the Warriors kind of expected this a little bit. They had a lot of issues with the running game in that game against Powell. In fact, they actually netted negative 3 yards against the Powell Panthers last week. So that matched with the Bobcats' run defense is going to create a bit of a recipe for disaster for the Warriors. The punt is up and back to return. And I think Decker's going to down it here, and he will. In fact, he threw it to the referee. What a sportsman. So the Warriors down it. Bobcats will have their second offensive drive coming up here. Had to punt last time out. Both teams had to punt on their opening drive. So this is going to make things this is going to be a really interesting game, I think, if the Bobcats play like they did against Tongue River with their defense. Okay, last week it was a train horn. Now the student section has brought a truck horn. So student section finding new ways to make me chuckle a little bit. If you watched last week's stream, they brought a train horn. The snap. It'll be a keeper by Dukes on the near side. Misses a tackle there. And he'll finally be brought down. A couple people tried to go there and help after Will Slagle dove for the tackle. And they tell you not to leave your feet when you're trying to make a tackle. And I think Slagle kind of proved that a little bit. 7:30 to go here tonight. You are watching Bobcat football on Two Basin Sports, the voice of the Bobcats since 2018. Near side is Nolan Collins. Far side receiver, I believe, is either... spider! There was a spider gliding through the air, and I swatted it. So, it was one of those little ones. Probably wouldn't have hurt me, but... It'll be a run to the near side, and he's stuffed by the Warrior interior. And the Warriors sent a little bit of the infantry out to help clean it up a
Chris
little bit
Aaron's
there.
the
So
ball
3rd
carrier.
down coming up, I think 3rd and 9. The scoreboard LEDs are running out, so you
Fisher
can't really even
Martinez on
tell
the
if it's
tackle.
if it's saying 3rd and 5 or 3rd and 9. But rest assured, it's 3rd and 9. Bobcats coming out trying to make something of this drive. 3rd down coming up. 6:26 on the board. Duke's still there in the backfield. In shotgun here. He's got 2 running backs to his side. The snap. Be an option play here. He'll pitch it, and it's a fumble, and it will go out of bounds. This time, Zane Stam had trouble holding on to the ball there.
Pitch goes out of
We know
bounds.
that we know that the option play that the Bobcats actually had a horrible time last week trying to get those option plays to work because they tried to pitch it out to Aarons, and almost every time they tried, it would be a fumble. So they actually had 2 fumble recovery, or the offense had to fumble both their recoveries.
And Decker.
They had to recover
Receive
both
the
their
punt for the
fumbles
Warriors.
last week. I'm sorry. I think I'm talking way too fast. The punt, it'll be hit out toward the middle. Decker back there to get it. And it'll be down by the Bobcats. Dale Dukes is there to get it. And so the Warriors are going to have a fresh start here on 1st and 10. Once again, fans, we'd like to apologize for the stuttering in the video. That we know that it's kind of happening. It's not on your end. It's on ours.
Over 1st and 10.
We are unfortunately going off of the
Short of their own
Hot Springs
30-yard
County
line.
High School Wi-Fi, and our data ran out last week against Tongue River, so that wouldn't be any better. Not really much we can do about the situation, so we apologize for that. However, the audio should still be fine. Sorry. Student section making noise there. They brought these little things from the tunnel. The snap, it'll be a run to the far side for Mascaro. He's going to break free down past the 35-yard line. He'll bring up about 6 yards on the play. 2nd down coming up for the Warriors. Bobcats forced a 3-and-out last drive. I don't know if that's going to be the case this time.
But down by
Sun's already starting to set here. It was a 7 o'clock kickoff time here in Thermopolis, so we should get a night game tonight. We got part of a night game against Tongue River. I think it'll probably be nightfall before halftime even comes. So Friday night lights. You'd love to see it. Getting ready for the snap. And it'll be a run up the far side, and he will be gobbled up by the Bobcat interior line, trying to get who ran the ball there. That was number 10, Mascaro.
Mascaro, the ball carrier. Put down by
Gunnar Mascaro has gotten the ball every single play for the Warriors.
Brings up a
And the Warriors haven't tried to pass it, although I don't think I can really blame them that much. They had Colt Weber threw 2 interceptions against the Powell Panthers last week, so don't expect the Warriors to really try to pass it too much here. Although that's just 2A football in a nutshell. Honestly, just a run fest. The snap, he'll drop back to pass. He's under a lot of pressure, right to the near side, throws, and it's incomplete as he tried to target number 11 on the play, Brody Thiel. The senior did not haul it in there.
Field goes incomplete.
Brody Thiel, saw a little bit of him during the soccer season last year. He's a really nice kid.
Bring up a 4th and 5.
4th down and 5 coming up for the Warriors here.
For the Warriors.
And the Bobcats' first foray into LeRoy Hayes Field since 2007. It's not going well so far
For
offensively.
the Bobcats.
Warrior defense held up pretty stoutly against the Powell Panthers. You'd think facing a 2A team facing a 3A team would produce a bit more on the play here. So a little bit of laundry. Let's see what the referee, illegal procedure on the Warriors. So that is going to dig a bigger trench for the Warriors there. 4th down still coming up. 4th and 10. Warriors still going to punt it. Coach is pretty stupid if he doesn't at that point. I think it's Dukes and Aaron's back to return. The punt is up, and that is a sky punt right there. And it will drop to the number 82 on the play. That is Jaimes Fernandez.
The Bobcats will take over 1st and 10 from the own 35-yard line.
So Fernandez on the down there for the Warriors. And the first we've heard of the marching band outside of the pregame introductions. Warriors and Bobcats here on TBSN. It's scoreless here at LeRoy Hayes Field. You're watching rivalry football here. It's not quite Kelly Walsh versus Natrona County or Cheyenne East versus Cheyenne Central, but it's still something. In motion is Aarons. The snap from shotgun. It'll be a run up there, and he'll gain about 2 yards on the play. Second down coming up for the Bobcats.
Brought down by Brody Thiel. Gain of 5 on the play. 2nd and 5.
Kind of router before the camera came. Oh, man, the internet situation is horrendous, and we apologize. Not much we can do about it. There'll be some periods. What I've noticed from the Tongue River game is the Wi-Fi here is very erratic. Sometimes they'll have a good connection. Sometimes they'll have a crappy connection. I don't know why that's the case, but unless my computer's just trying to connect to a different Wi-Fi hotspot. There'll be a run up the far side, and he is still on his feet, finally brought down. Third down coming up for the Bobcats there. Saw Stam set a block, so I think it might have been Aarons on the run, and it was.
Bobcats.
So Bobcat fans, make sure you write down these two names on whenever the Bobcats are on the ball. Chris Aarons and Zane Stam. Those are the primary running backs for the Bobcats, usually. Armani Dukes getting the play. Bobcats have not passed the ball yet today, so let's see if that changes here. I kind of doubt it. In motion is Aarons from shotgun, and they got one of the Warriors offside. And what I saw either a 7 or a 77. So it was either Weber or Daniel Lopez.
That'll be good enough for a Bobcat. 1st and 10.
This kind of depends on who. I think it might have been. No, it was Daniel Lopez on the jump there. So the Warriors, again, the penalties. This is their second penalty here of this half of the quarter. They got the illegal procedure call on the 4th down. So Bobcats haven't gotten a penalty yet, but there's still time for the offensive line to jump off or hold. The snap, it'll be a run up the far side, still going. By the way, this is 1st down for the Bobcats, and that'll be brought down, and it'll turn to the 2nd down. Sun starting to set behind the
Bobcats.
Starting to set behind Black Mountain Road here.
Brought down by the interior of the Warrior defense.
So here we come, 2nd and 6 off the gain of 4. Where are you going, buddy? Probably just parking around back, honestly. Buses usually stay there for the duration of the game, but I don't know. Under center this time. Bobcats like to switch that a little bit. There'll be a pitch to the outside for Aarons, and he is going to get gobbled up by the Warriors interior. So that'll bring up 3rd down off the TFL for the Bobcats, or for the Warriors. 1:46 to go here in the first quarter. You're watching Rivalry Football on TBSN, the voice of the Bobcats since 2018. A full house here tonight. Look at the fans over there on the Worland side. They have completely sold. We don't sell tickets here, but they completely sold out that side of the stadium. That's about the same capacity as our side too. So I think if I got to take a guess, there's like 2,000 or 3,000 people here in the stands. There'll be a pass play. Armani Dukes rolls out to the right, throws up, and no good. So their first pass attempt of the game falls incomplete on the attempt to Ryan Aarons.
Falls incomplete.
I can't tell the difference between Ryan and Chris Aarons sometimes.
Defending for the Warriors. Dare in the punt for the Bobcats.
So back to return for the Warriors is going to be Mason Decker and Will Slagle, both seniors. I thought Mason Decker graduated last year, but I guess he didn't. Well, the Warriors fans are going to start needing teepees soon if they keep filling up that side of the stadium. Packed house here at LeRoy Hayes Field. A punt there. It'll go by Slagle, and it will actually be down by the Bobcats.
Ball rolls out of the end zone.
Oh, never mind. It was a touchback. I thought he touched it before the goal line, but the referee down on the field disagreed.
Their 20-yard line.
So Warriors will have the touchback starting on their third offensive drive of the game. Holt Weber back in the game here at quarterback. And probably could expect more runs to Mascaro, although my question is, will the Warriors actually try something different here? Will they probably, my guess here, I think, part of me wants to think they're going to probably try and hand it off to Mascaro, but they had one passing play on that last offensive drive, so they could try and switch up the play calling a little bit, but only time will tell. There'll be a run up the far side here. Pretty brief play as he only got like a yard or so on the play. Couldn't quite catch the number of the ball carrier. 47 seconds left to go. The Warriors just kept the clock running with that run. Second down and 9 coming up. Scoreboard almost finessed me there. Student section, band, full fans. You can't ask for a better Thermopolis game day experience. These fans love their Bobcats when the Warriors come to town. Even the basketball games are hard to get out of when they come to town. The snap, the pitch to the outside. There'll be a run, and that's a big hit there off the interior, and they'll bring up third down for the Cats. Or sorry, for the Warriors. So Angel Ruelas on the run there. Gotta remember, Worland has a. Oh, that's the. So we'll be right back here on Two Basin Sports Network here as still scoreless after the end of one. I'd like to welcome you back inside of LeRoy Hayes Field, home of the Thermopolis Bobcats. I'd like to remind tell our audience here tonight that tonight's broadcast is dedicated to William Bill Defoe, who passed away on September 11th, was a very valuable asset to the Thermopolis community and Worland communities as well. Just so happens both of his towns here are playing tonight. We send our condolences to the Defoe family and Bobcats. We wish you guys just everything. The snap out on the fair side. It's caught. This one's going to... Oh, a big hit there by the Cats. Helmet right to the shoulder pads. That one was caught by number 21, Angel Ruelas. And that'll bring up a first down for the Worland Warriors. Their first down of the evening. They only converted on 4 offensive first downs in their game against Powell. So should be interesting to see what the Warriors can do from here. Offensively, it was not a good game. We know they didn't put up any touchdowns in that game against Powell. Warriors taking this as kind of an opportunity to put up some points on the board, but the Bobcats are giving them an extremely difficult time right now. 11 minutes on the clock. The snap, it'll be a bit of a high snap. Throws it out to the near side. It's caught. Breaks free for a little bit of yards there. Brought down. The screen pass was caught by Will Slagle for the second down. Somebody's tapping the fence down there, and it's like sending a shockwave up my butt. Metal bleachers, gotta love them, especially when they haven't been replaced in like 100 years. Second down and 7. That doesn't sound right. Second down and 7. It's more like 2nd and 6, but actually, no, I could probably see that. The snap, back to pass. Student section doing their thing with the train horn. We got laundry on the field, and it looks like Colt Weber is going to be forced out of bounds there, and we got flags on the field.
Keeper forced out of bounds on the play.
So let's see what the call on the field is here. It's holding on the Warriors, so that will send them back a little ways there. And just, I guess, Worland Thermop ain't too different, are they? It's just issues with the linemen getting penalties. We didn't see it as much in the game against Tongue River, but during the Newcastle scrimmage, there was a lot of issues with linemen getting, penalties, whether that's, holding or going offside. The linemen just did not do any favors for the Bobcats during that Newcastle game. They cleaned it up during the Tongue River game. Right now, so far, it was a penalty-free first quarter for the Bobcats. So, drops back to pass. He's looking for a target. Throws deep downfield. Caught! And there's a flag on the play.
This is complete.
Oh, there's a flag on the play. This might be coming back.
To Brody Field.
Brody Field was the one that caught that there. He got a couple targets in the game against Powell.
37-yard.
So let's see what the call on the field is. And the Warriors were jazzed up there on the other side.
Penalty on the play.
This one's either coming back or they're moving it more. Watch it be pass interference. It's holding on the defense. The penalty's declined by the Warriors, so that'll be a first down for the Warriors.
On the Bobcats.
Well, that's not the offensive line. I think I jinxed them.
First and 10.
It's not the offensive line getting penalties now. It's the D-line doing its job right there. But 10-19 to go here in the second quarter. Bobcats give up their first. Warriors. The snap, it'll be a pitch out to the near side. So they'll get past the original line of scrimmage off the reception by Will Slagle, and they'll bring up second down on the play. So they're pretty much back to where they started.
From Weber to Slagle.
Already a better performance on the passing game than we saw in the Powell game for Worland. Now Thermopolis needs to take that as a little bit of a sign that maybe, hey, we should probably start going through the air a little bit instead of running it every freaking play. So let's see what the call on the field is. Referee's coming out, make his play. It is holding on the Warriors again.
Holding on the Warriors.
I don't mean to laugh. I feel horrible. But it's just like, at that point, you kind of deserve it, right? Because I believe I've counted 4 holding calls in this game alone for the Warriors. And we're not even through the first half of the second quarter. Like, we're not even 3/4 away from the first half. It's incredible. So double sticks again here. Second down and 17 coming up for the Warriors. Screen pass again to the near side, and he's going to get brought down by a pride of Bobcats. First guy I saw make a tackle there was number 53, James Witt, to get that final tackle there. Third down in a Walmart parking lot for the Worland Warriors.
Bring up third down and
actually, if the Warriors keep this up, it's going to turn from a Walmart parking lot to a Buc-ee's parking lot. Fans still coming in, even though we're in the second quarter, so can expect these stands to only get fuller as the game goes on. I see people on the Worland side even bringing out their chairs. Rolls out to the right side, pass is caught. They can't get low there, and they will finally bring down the Warriors. He'll bring up fourth down off the pass completion to Mascaro. So Gunnar Mascaro, the junior, on the play there. Next week, the Bobcats head to Kemmerer, Wyoming in Mormon territory for the game as they take on the Kemmerer Rangers. Coverage will be right here on the Two Basins Sports Network YouTube channel. And then next week, the Bobcats will go to Lovell, take on the 2023 runners-up. 2022, sorry. The snap, back to pass. He's got pressure coming. Pocket breaks down. He's going to throw right side, incomplete. Very good pressure there, and it will turn the ball over at the 40-yard line off the down.
First and 10.
So Bobcats will get the ball back again. It's still a scoreless game here at Thermopolis.
40-yard line.
But this is 3 games in a row now that have been after the first, in the first half. The Newcastle game, Newcastle only had a 6-0 or 7-0 lead. And then the Tongue River game, Bobcats were up 6-0 over Tongue River in that first half. Didn't score much at all that first half. That's the same way, except this time nobody's put points on the board. It'll be a bit of a fake handoff there. He'll eventually hand it off to the near side. Can't quite see who either got the tackle or ran the ball. Looks like it was Aaron's actually that ran the ball under a tribe of warriors. Camera's not even focused on
Chris
them.
Aaron's ball carrier.
Not like it matters anyway, because it's just going to skip the footage. Because
County
Wi-Fi is not great.
2nd and 10.
Well, to be fair, this is LeRoy Hayes Field. The Wi-Fi is probably a lot better if this was like, basketball season. But hopefully the camera situation, hopefully in camera a better connection. Dale Duke's in motion now. He is going to get the run, running far side in a straight line. And that is a massive loss on the play. Maybe they should have stuck to keeping him at wide receiver. And that is going to be 3rd down and 13, I believe.
Cody Field on the tackle for the Warriors.
Referee's crossing his arms there on the sign, double stack there.
3rd down.
3rd down and 13 coming up, 6:20 to go here in the game, or here in the first half. Maybe if it was a middle school game. I'd like to welcome you back inside of Hot Springs County High School here at LeRoy Hayes Field. All over the Bobcats, I believe for the last 100 years. Bobcats use their first timeout. They're trying to get some rhythm here against Worland. The snap. It'll be a pass play for Dukes. He'll drop back, pocket collapses. And still on his feet and brought down by the Warriors. It'll be 4th down in a Walmart parking lot here off the sack for the first one of the game for the Warriors. Same problems as the Tongue River game. Different week, same problems. It's just the offensive line broke down way too quickly. Dukes dropped back, and as soon as he completed his 3rd step in that drop, the offensive line kind of let a defender through. It's like the offensive line either hate Armani or, they got to be doing this on purpose at this point. The punt on its way. Middle, it's caught, and a big hit there. Dukes was there on the tackle, and so was Nolan Collins, I believe. So with that, that's going to bring up 1st down for the Warriors. They are going to start in Bobcats territory, though, which is kind of a bit of a concern.
Return for the Warriors.
1 touchdown could potentially change the momentum of this game, and we saw that against Tongue River. Once the Bobcats got that score in the 3rd quarter, the onslaught just kept coming and coming and coming.
10 Warriors.
So, we see that a lot in high school. 1 touchdown can really start things, and it's just kind of makes me worried here. Ball on the 44-yard line. Gets the handoff. It'll be a run to the far side for Mascaro. And he will be brought down with a gain of 2 on the play. 2nd down and 8 coming up for the Warriors. I don't think there was any laundry on the field there that time.
Defense.
Bobcats still playing above my expectations anyway.
2nd down.
Careful what you wish for, cheerleaders. Oh, they'll hold something, all right. I have a feeling. .444 to go here in the 2nd quarter. A brief halftime show will be coming up during halftime here, just so you don't get too bored. Drops back to pass, and a big run coming. Gets him on his feet, misses the tackle, and that forced Weber to throw it toward the sideline, and what a run. He didn't get the sack, but it was still incredible pressure by the Bobcat D-line.
3rd down.
So third down coming up. Bobcat defense doing what the Bobcat defense does. Remember, number one rush defense in the state of in Class 2A. Number one rush defense in 2A. Number two overall defense in Class 2A. These guys were literally top of the charts after that Week 1 game. Of course, Week 1 doesn't really mean much, but stats are stats. They're doing double of what Kemmerer did in their game. A snap, bit of a bad snap there, but he makes it work. Throws it out. He's going to throw deep to the sideline under a little bit of coverage, and it will drop. Don't think there were any flags there, so that will bring up 4th down and 7 off the incomplete pass intended for
Weber's pass to Mascaro.
Yep, Mascaro. I wanted to say that, but I didn't think I saw a 10 there.
It's incomplete. 4th down.
So Mascaro kind of goes out of his position there a bit. Really good. He did a good job, actually. I saw him beat his corner off the line there, or kind of beat his corner once he made the run. So that could have easily been a breadbasket pass for the Warriors, but I think it was just broken up there. Just not much the receiver could have done. Mason Decker coming in now. They're having a little bit of max protect, I believe. I see a long snapper, so they're going to punt it up. A bit of a sky punt here for the Warriors. You learn things when you're in 3A. Ball is loose, and they will down it near the goal line. I don't think it was muffs, so that's good. So Bobcats will take over, and they are in deep territory, about as deep as they were all game. Or as deep as they've been all game. Sorry, I do not know how to use English tonight. I apologize. Went to Riverton yesterday, and it kind of emotionally drained me a little bit. I'm still kind of recovered from that trip. So apologize if I make any little errors here and there with my speech anyway. Oh, they almost got one of the Warriors to jump offside. It'll be a run up the far side, and still going. It took the entire linebacker and defensive line core to bring him down on that side. Was that Stam or was that Aaron's? We haven't seen any, speaking of Zane Stam, we haven't seen any big runs in this game tonight by either team. The biggest play we saw was that catch by Brody Field for the Warriors just a couple about, I think, last drive.
Gain of 4 on the play. 2nd and 6.
Bobcats holding up signs on that near side. You can see in the video feed. I don't know what that means. Are they trying to signal the personnel, or what's going on? Or are they trying to signal the defensive scheme? And it'll be on the far side. The quarterback brought down. So Dukes, again, can't get a play to go because the offensive line can't hold their blocks. And it'll bring up 3rd down on the play. Just been 4 wasted drives on both sides of the ball here for Warriors and the Bobcats. The defense has been, however, that scoreboard should tell you one thing and one thing more profound than anything, because the defense has really done its job tonight on both sides of the ball. We know the Warriors' defense is pretty stout, and we know that the Bobcats' defense is really stout. So this is a battle of two of some of the best defenses in the state. Maybe Worland not statistically, but the Bobcats and Warriors look pretty equal in terms of their defense. It'll be a run on the near side. Breaks free! That's Stam on the run. He'll get a 1st down. He cheated death on that one. It brings up 1st down and 10 off of a fantastic run for the senior Zane Stam. It's like he heard his name getting called up here, because I used him as an example when I was talking about how there were no big runs in this game, because Zane Stam broke off that big run against Newcastle. That was an awesome run. Bobcats just need more plays like that, and it'll bring up 1st down, I believe, for the first time tonight for the Bobcats. Warriors got their 1st down earlier in the game. Now it's the Bobcats' turn. Be a pitch to the outside, and it'll be a good run there, but he's brought down by number 8 on the play by Worland. That is, 1 second, that is Roman Parra. Parra, we talked about him in our pregame, or we talked about him in our article earlier today, our pregame preview. We expected Roman Parra to make more of an impact than he has today. Unfortunately, they haven't really used him much. He hasn't made many plays on defense, and they will jump offside. It looks like I saw Daniel Lopez jump off there for the Warriors. Lopez is trying to say the Bobcats jump first. It looks like that's what they are going to say. I thought I saw them move it back a little bit. I think Lopez jumped, but he said he saw one of the guards jump there, so it could be anyone. I wouldn't be surprised if it was false start on the Bobcats, honestly. So let's see what the referee's still talking here. So they're going to say
the Warriors offside.
second down. It is offside on the Warriors here, so that is going to... That should push the Bobcats up, but I don't know. If it's offside, yeah, there you go. So they are going to move the ball up. Warriors, it was Lopez on the jump there. You don't go when the offensive line, even if the lineman can do, the lineman can twitch a little bit. It's just he can't jump off. It's just he can't leave his stance. He can't, move, make forward progress there. You do not move. If you are the defensive lineman, you do not move when that lineman moves. You move when the ball moves. That ball's got to be snapped before you can go anywhere. It doesn't matter what the offensive lineman does. Rolls out to the right, offensive line breaks down again. Throws it to the near side and incomplete. Threw it to Casper, the friendly ghost over there on the sideline. I didn't know Casper was a Bobcat. And that is going to bring up third down and 1 on the play. That top half of that LED light there is kind of burnt out. I don't know if you can see it on the camera, but it says third down and 1, but the 1 is kind of cut off there. So,
third down.
Yeah, they need to repair the scoreboard. It's that scoreboard, I don't think has been touched in about 10 years now. I remember when they replaced the LEDs on that thing. It'll be near side. He'll run a little bit, get some yards there. I don't think it was enough for the first. Referee marks it down probably on line with where the first down marker is.
St. Sam, the ball carrier, brought down by Martinez and Newell.
So Fisher Martinez, another guy I wanted to talk about. Martinez had himself a field day against the Powell Panthers, and that's another Bobcat first down off the run there. Martinez obviously didn't do enough to prevent the first there, but Bobcats will get their second first down of the game. It's still scoreless. Clock is ticking. 75 seconds to go here. In motion is Collins. The snap, he'll drop back to pass. Throws it to the side, and it's incomplete, and a big hit there on the far side. He's going to get up. I think that was a hit on Dukes. Either that or Collins. I think it was Dukes.
Dukes to Collins.
All right, never mind, it was Collins, so I apologize. He's wearing a black arm sleeve.
For the Warriors.
If I go any further, that's going to sound messed up, but Nolan Collins was the one targeted on the play. He had a couple of missed opportunities in the game against Newcastle, I believe. Had a couple of situations on fourth down where they threw to the corner of the end zone to him and he couldn't haul it in. Bobcat receivers do need to get a little bit of work done here. It's week 2. There's still time to improve. There's 6 games left after this. They need to really work on things. Throws a quick pass and it's picked off by Worland. Trying to see if picked it off. It was number 34, Will Slagle on the interception. And the Warriors sideline making it sound like a home game here. Here on rivalry night, and the Warriors will get the pick.
With the interception.
Just not a great throw there by Armani Dukes. Just kind of had a little bit of time to work with, but I think he kind of anticipated the pocket to break down. Kind of forced a bad throw. That's why they kind of need to work on this O-line here, so Armani isn't scared of the defensive end chasing after him. Steps up in the pocket and throws. He's got an open receiver. It's caught down the sideline, and it's a fumble. Bobcats picked up by the Bobcats. And they just, if it's Bobcat possession, they may have just dodged the ball. And it is. Bobcat picked it up. Oh, that's got to be the worst feeling in the world for Roman Parra. His first reception of the night, and just as he was about to extend for the end zone, they knock it out. What a strip for the Bobcats. It will be Thermopolis possession on the 2-yard line. That was a close call for the Bobcats. Warriors unfortunately cannot get it done on this drive. However, what's not to say they won't force a safety here. They got to get out of that end zone quickly. Drives him back, and he is brought down. Warriors are signaling for a safety, and the referees disagree. And over there, I think that's number 60.
Stands the ball carrier.
Fisher Martinez was over there, doing the safety thing.
Cross on the play.
But timeout has been called, and
timeout.
Warriors will call their first timeout of the second half or first half. I just realized we forgot to change the quarter on the scoreboard, so we apologize for that. But Worland calls a timeout. We'll be right back. Like to welcome you back inside of LeRoy Hayes Field, home of the Bobcats, in case you're just tuning in. Bobcats almost got scored on after a reception by Roman Parra. However, Parra fumbled it on the 2-yard line as he was extending for the goal line. And the Bobcats were able to pick it up, so they avoid disaster on that drive. However, they are back inside of their own 1 on 2nd and 12. The snap pushes it forward. 30 seconds to go here in this first half.
Dukes on the carry for the Bobcats.
Looks like they'll keep the clock running for now, or at least I assume. They didn't call a timeout, but third down is coming up here. 29 seconds to go in the first half of play. Still scoreless. No, I did not forget to update the scoreboard. Worland is actually just not able to get anything going. We'll be right back. A timeout has been called for the Worland Warriors. Mike talking you back inside of Hot Springs County High School at LeRoy Hayes Field, home of the Thermopolis Bobcats and Lady Bobcats. Volleyball? No. Is volleyball playing tonight? I don't know. Well, they turned the lights off in the visitors' press box. I don't know what's going on over there, but the snap. It'll be a run to the near side. He gets some forward progress, and he is brought down. So they get out of the goal line. Unfortunately, they won't get past the 5. Clock. I don't think they're really worried, but another timeout's been called for the Warriors. So we'll be right back. I'd like to welcome you back inside of LeRoy Hayes Field, home of the Bobcats. Next week, the TBSN crew is going to Kemmerer as the Bobcats take on the Kemmerer Rangers. Oh, Lord. I'm not worried about the game. I'm worried about the drive. So we'll be there in Kemmerer, and then it's off to Lovell the week after that. Bobcats won't have another home game until like really late September. The snap, it'll be a punt in the end zone. They'll punt it away, and he'll be back to return it here. He's got open room. And still going, and he's tripped up near the 20, so red zone alert for the Worland Warriors. Clock continues to run, 9 seconds. Warriors have no timeouts remaining, to the best of my knowledge.
Short return on the play, tripped up by the Bobcats. 1st and 10 Warriors.
So with that, should the clock be still running, or 9 seconds to go here. Clock is not running.
Well, it's just inside the 20-yard line. 1st and 10.
It's going to be a close one here. The Bobcats are going to have to try and defend as best they can. Steps back for the pass, throws it to the end zone. And it's caught. And he's in. Touchdown, Warriors.
Warrior touchdown.
Oh, shoot.
18-yard touchdown pass.
That's the Green River touchdown thing. I'm sorry. Oh, boy, we didn't change that graphic. But we'll change that during halftime. It's fine. But Worland finally breaks the scoreless stuff here, as it will be 6-0 on the board. The Worland Warriors off an amazing catch. Couldn't quite catch who got it, though. Extra point attempt coming up here for the Warriors. The snap, it's up, and it is good.
It is good.
So Worland will score the first touchdown of the night. Bobcats need to really start getting stuff together here in the second half. I think Worland is going to get the ball to start second, so this is going to be a long half here, though. 7-0. They're going to take a quick little break. We'll take a quick break as well. We'll be right back from LeRoy Hayes Field. I'd like to welcome you back inside of LeRoy Hayes Field. Last play coming up here, if it's not a touchback. Aarons and Dukes back to return the kickoff for the Bobcats. 7-0 Worland here at LeRoy Hayes Field. The kick is underway. And he's going to be set to return it here. Goes middle side. Still on his feet. He's going north side. No tackle. He misses it. Down to the 40, and he's out of bounds. Oh, man, that could have been the play of the game there if he would have gotten it to the end zone. Does get past midfield, but unfortunately it's halftime, so that may really count for mine. We'll be right back in 15 minutes. Halftime coming up. It is 7-0 Worland here at LeRoy Hayes Field. I'd like to welcome you back inside of LeRoy Hayes Field. It's time for your TBSN halftime show, or halftime report, rather. Bobcats down 7-0 here at LeRoy Hayes Field, and we'll get some scores from across the two basins here for you in just a little bit, brought to you by yopreps.com. However, right now, let's talk about the game currently at hand here in Thermopolis. It's a really entertaining game so far. However, I'm really not liking the Bobcats' pass defense right now because the run defense has been doing its job, but Worland seems to have figured out that the Bobcats can't really defend the pass that well. Didn't really do that great against Newcastle and Tongue River in those games for pass defense. So kind of a bit of a problem there, but Bobcats have got to find ways to cover the ball. I mean, when that touchdown happened, he was basically naked in the end zone, and like I said, I don't know what's got to happen. I don't know what's got to happen for them to, get that turned around. But right now, Bobcats are in great shape with their run game. But Worland's figured out that they can't just run the ball, and they're starting to go to alternate methods here. Okay, that's just kind of the reality of the situation here. Bobcats this wouldn't be such a problem with the defense if the offense was was a little bit better, because they're not able to get the ball going. They're running the ball here. They're trying to pass. They're trying to do things. Armani Dukes was passing for a while in that second quarter, but he threw a pick because he just didn't have a lot of time. You got to have some time for your quarterback to make a play. The offensive line is not holding up, and like I said earlier in the second quarter, that offensive line will hold for like 1 second, just long enough for him to complete his 3-step drop, and then they just break down. There is no reason why the defensive line should be flooding them that much and get through the line that early. The offensive line needs to start holding their blocks a little bit better. If you know the play is going to come up here, you need to start. The run blocking is an entirely different story, but the pass blocking is not that great. It's a case of they're dropping back in those blocks, but it's like they're either dropping back too much, it feels like, or they're just they're more focused on that drop than they are. They're not putting their hands up, they're not pushing forward there. I don't know what's going on with the offensive line, but something's got to really change there. Defensive line needs to be aware of those, linebackers need to be aware of those passing plays. Like I said, Worland, when they're passing, they're kind of getting those receivers a little bit too far downfield, and they're making plays because of it. And if it wasn't for that Roman Parra fumble, it should realistically be 14-0 for the Warriors. And the Bobcats have got to make that. We've seen some flashes, but the offense is not doing anything. And I don't know. It's just a lot of. It's a challenge. I know first couple weeks of the season, you're trying. These guys only had 2 weeks before their first scrimmage against Newcastle. Okay, but we got to start seeing a lot more here. We got to see a more composed team. We've got to see a team that's actually making those plays that they need to make here. And right now the Bobcats are struggling, and the Warriors are about to get their 13th win in a row over the Bobcats because of it. And it's 7-0 right now. Who knows? Maybe the Bobcats will do what they did against Newcastle and make that massive play. Maybe they'll do what they did against Tongue River. Their offense stalled in the first half, but it goes in the second half. This is a second half team, whether fans want to admit it or not. Bobcats don't do anything until Backer gives his speech in the locker room. This is kind of a problem with the Bobcats, if they don't do anything in the first half. Whether it's because they're trying to conserve their energy or not is kind of irrelevant. Bobcats just gave up their first touchdown. What's been a defensively dominating game for both sides. They've got to make something happen on offense. They've got to find holes in that Worland in that Worland defense. There's holes, but they're not exploiting them. That's been your TBSN halftime report. We'll be back. 5:30 left to go on the clock there. You have another 3 minutes here in halftime. And we'll be right back for the start of kickoff. The Worland Warriors will be receiving to start the second half. So we'll be right back, coming with you for more coverage here on TBSN. We still got another 24 more minutes left to play here. It's rivalry night in Thermopolis. We'll be right back. Oh, I can't leave you without giving you what I promised here. I did promise a around the basin kind of scores. So this covered some teams from within the Wind River Reservation, the Wind River Basin, and the Bighorn Basin. Wyoming High School football week 2 here. Starting off with some 9-man stuff. Shoshone right there on the Boysen Reservoir had their game yesterday. They ended up beating the Cheyenne East sophomore team. It was a score of 18-14 in a 9-man contest. Wranglers were actually able to get a rush and a passing touchdown from Braxton Mills. Wranglers were able to force 2 safeties and a 2-point conversion in their game against the Cheyenne East team. St. Stephen's Junior Varsity was supposed to take on the Varsity Eden Pronghorns for a 6-man contest. Of course, St. Stephen's was not able to show up to that game. As for today's games, there are still a lot of games from around the basin currently happening. Cody, right now, the number 2 team in Class 3A, taking on the Douglas Bearcats. Right now, it's in the 4th quarter. The Cody Broncs winning that game 42-0 over the Bearcats. The Powell Panthers and the Lander Tigers. Truly a 2 basins matchup. Powell in the Bighorn, Lander in the Wind River. Powell, the number 5 team, just came off that win against Worland. Lander just got their first win since 2022 last week. Powell winning that game 29-8. Boone Bowker's alma mater. He was born in Big Piney. Or no, we're not born, but like lived there, I guess. On the Saratoga Panthers right now in a 9-man contest. Right now that game is going 50-0 in favor of Saratoga. So Wind River had a good team last year, not so much right now. And right now, our final 2 games for the 2 basins. The Meeteetse Longhorns taking on the DuBois Rams. Meeteetse won their game 54-42 over DuBois. And finally, your last game. Burlington Huskies took on the KC Buckaroos. The Burlington Huskies, the defending 6-man champions, lost to Little Snake River last week in a big blowout in what was supposed to be a state championship rematch. The Burlington Huskies. A couple of other scores across Wyoming. Star Valley took on Sugar Salem out of Idaho. Star Valley won that. Your 3A champions are currently winning that game in the second quarter. For scores from across 2A, let's take a look at Cokeville versus Lyman, number 5. Lyman losing to Cokeville 13-8 in that game. Burns taking on they won that game, sorry. Burns taking on Tongue River tonight. They won 18-7 over the Tongue River Eagles. So Tongue River just not having a good season. They are now 0-3 on the year. Kemmer, the team that Thermopolis is set to take on next week. Kemmer taking on the Pinedale Wranglers. Right now, Kemmer is winning that game 24-0. This has been across the 2 base of your halftime programming, and now it's time for the 3rd quarter. Actually, as they are actually ready to get going. So, with that being said, I wasn't ready. I didn't think they were going to be kicking off. I thought they added another 3. I guess not. So the Bobcats will be set to kick it away. 24 minutes to go here in this game. And once again, the Wi-Fi is crapping itself right now, and we apologize for that. It was actually the school Wi-Fi was doing really well in that second quarter, and now it's just completely crapped the bed. And we apologize to our fans who are watching instead of listening. Not much we can do about the situation. It's Wi-Fi. It's going to suck. And Hotspot Wi-Fi, get a transmitter out here on the field, for God's sakes, please. And it'll be Worland on the return. It's going to be a run up the middle. He's going to break there, but he got a massive run on the play.
Yes, on the return for the Warriors. A return of about 30 yards. Up down by...
I couldn't quite catch who got the run there, but Worland's going to have fantastic field position now as a result. 1st and 10 coming up, ball on line. Bobcats trying to shut down this Worland offense. The snap, it'll be a run to the far side for Mascaro. He's going to get past the sticks. He's going to be on a huge run there. And he'll pick up about a gain of 15, and we got a Warrior down on the field. He was a little slow to get up, but I think he'll be all right.
Mascaro
had not had a good game up to this point.
Ryan Aaron
had a couple of medium. He has kind of kicked it into high gear. I don't know what Coach said in the locker room to provoke it, but it's working, obviously. Worland lined up here. 11:26 to go here in the third quarter. Has a man to his right side. Runs to the left side. One man misses the tackle, and he is wrestled down to the ground. I think it was Aaron's on the tackle there. A very good run there by Mascaro. He's not going to remember that hit in the morning. Or, sorry, he's not going to remember that hit right. I screwed that up. I'm sorry.
Short hit on the play. Second down and 9.
Well, he's going to feel it in the morning. I'll tell you that much. What a hit there. Well, I guess it's kind of slammed on the ground. It wasn't really much of a hit, but second down and 9 coming up here. 10:45 to go here in the third quarter. It'll be a pass here. Rolls out to the left side. It goes through his hands and nearly picked off. Dukes was almost there at getting his third interception of the year, but that is going to have to wait for a little bit. And Mason Decker was right there. Can't remember if he plays goalkeeper or midfielder for the Warriors soccer team, but he's got some good hands on him usually, but I guess not tonight. Mason Decker has been targeted a couple times on a screen pass. He got a pretty good play in the second quarter off the screen. Not work out. Decker lined up near side. He's got a man to his right side, Mascaro. They'll be rolling out to the right side, throws it to Mascaro. It's caught, and he's going to break one tackle. He's finally brought down on the far side. Fourth down cut up for the Warriors. And Gunnar Mascaro finally starting to make some good plays here. Fourth down is coming up. It looks like they marked him down a land 4, it looks like, for the Warriors. 10 minutes to go in the third quarter. They'll break out. Looks like they're going to go for it here to make one last stand here. Fourth down and 4. Ball on the 33-yard line in Bobcat territory. Oh, looks like a little bit of movement there on the Bobcat sideline. It'll be side. It'll be a run up the middle, and he is marked, I think, just a little bit past the first down marker. No, a fumble. And it looks like it was recovered. First down coming up for the Bobcats. I didn't even catch that
fumble recovery.
So the Bobcats, their second fumble recovery of the night. I think Denise feels, I think Roman Parra thinks a little bit, feels a little bit better about. So I am so sorry, I am messing up my words tonight. Of course, you probably couldn't see anything anyway because the camera sucks and the Wi-Fi sucks. So it'll be an option play here for the Bobcats. They'll keep it. And he'll be brought down by a tribe of Warriors there on that inside line. 9:40 to go. Uh-oh, looks like we got a Bobcat down. Like we said earlier in the game, you don't go when the lineman moves. You don't go when he says hut. You go when the ball moves. And unfortunately, the Warriors fell to their vices there on that one. It's hard not to jump. You got to understand that from a player's perspective. You know, we all kind of have our impulses, right? And the defensive lineman's impulse is to explode off the line when he says hut and when the ball's going. But sometimes when they get you on those false hikes, it can kind of, it can really mess you up. And you got to have that discipline. You got to stay on the line until the ball moves. Passing play coming up. He's going to throw over the middle. It's almost picked off. Went right through the hands of number 34, Will Slagle on the play. By the way, I have no idea who's in at quarterback at the present moment.
Intended for
it is Cannon Boren in at quarterback for the Bobcats at the moment. Armani Dukes is right there on the sideline stretching a little, he's walking. He's got a little bit of a limp to him, but I think we'll see him back in the game eventually. He's just kind of have to get himself straightened out a little bit there. And looks like a block punt there. It's going to be picked up by the Warriors and ran into the end zone. Touchdown, Warriors.
Touchdown, Warriors.
So Worland will score the touchdown. Off of a blocked punt, I believe.
Bronson Newell returned the blocked punt for a Warrior touchdown.
Let's see if we were able to move the ball. They wouldn't be in this situation. Okay, 8:28 on the board here, 13-0. The Warriors on top here after a pretty good touchdown. The snap, kick is up, and it is through, and it'll go into the concession stand there.
The extra point is good.
So, well, I guess now we know Ryan Denise has a little bit of a boot on him. We'll be right back. 14-0 Warriors when we come back. I'd like to welcome you back inside LeRoy Hayes Field in Thermopolis, Wyoming. The Thermopolis Bobcats taking on the Worland Warriors here on rivalry night. Bobcats not really going the way they really expected. Right now it's 14-0. Game's nowhere near over. The Bobcats have to get something going here on offense. That was a blocked punt. Probably why you shouldn't be stalling your drives. The internet's back up and going, so that is a very good thing. The kick by Denise is up, and we are back underway here in Thermopolis. Bit of a muffed kick there, but he'll pick it up. He'll run toward the near sideline. That's Dale Dukes on the carry. He'll be brought down at the 20-yard line in Bobcat territory. So Worland will take over, Bobcats will take over on offense. Worland sending out their men on defense here. And once again, the Wi-Fi is doing its thing where it's now good. We're getting a pretty good stream now. So we apologize for the inconsistent quality. And that's why if you're a business looking to sponsor a broadcast, you should be one you should sponsor one because yeah. This is looking pretty amateurish. I mean, we're using a webcam as a camera, and we're pretty low budget, so. Flag on the play. I think somebody might have jumped. And it is on the Bobcats, so that's going to stun them back a little bit there. 1st and 15 coming up. Kids need to get somewhere and sit down.
Procedure on the Bobcats.
8:23 left to go here in the third quarter. You're watching Bobcat football on Two Basin Sports Network. Kids need to stop jumping up and down, taking the seats. In motion is Aarons. Never seen that before. Oh, he's swallowed up in the backfield. It took him 2 whistles to get him off him.
Bourne on the keeper.
So it was Cannon Bourne on the run. I'm trying to find who. It was Fisher Martinez on the tackle there. He had about 5 tackles against the Powell Panthers. I haven't really heard his name get called much tonight, but he's been there. He's still back there. He still exists. Worland still coming out in what looks to be a 4-3. It'll be a run up the left side. It'll be brought down. Not much of a gain there. So Armani Dukes is still not back in the game. He's actually over there on the bench getting tended to. You can see in the corner of the video feed. Still getting tended to by athletic trainers. Probably getting that ankle taped up. So looks like it's a little bit more serious than I thought it was. 7:22 left on the board here in the third quarter. 14-0. Worland Warriors on top here at LeRoy Hayes Field, in case you're just now tuning in. Only one safety in the back here for the Warriors. The snap, back to pass, throws it. Liner over the left side, and that was about as accurate as a drunk man shooting a deer, and that is going to bring up 3rd down and 15, or 4th down and 15 on the play here for the Bobcats.
4th down. Toby Deere on the punt.
So Colby Deere has gotten himself a little bit of a workout. Last time the Bobcats punted in this end of the field, the Warriors were able to force a punt block. Kick is up, and that one's not a very good punt at all. It's going to drop on the field there down to the 30-yard line. 7 minutes to go in the third. Well, the stands are still packed, especially on the Worland side. The student section's here. Their cheerleaders are here. Bobcat cheerleaders have been MIA all game, except for the halftime show, but here they come here. Well, I guess when the band shows up, the cheerleaders stay home. And when the cheerleaders show up, the band stays home. Is that how this works? Warriors going to take over on the 30 here. 7 minutes to go. We're watching Rivalry Night Football here on TBSN. The snap, it'll be a pitch to Mascaro to the outside. Evades a tackle. He's still on his feet. And he is... They're going to stop forward progress there. He's taken down. Took the entire team to take him down there.
Mascaro, the ball carrier.
So, second down and 2 coming up here for the Warriors.
Comes up a second down.
Well, the Worland crowd is pretty excited there. Bobcat fans have been pretty silent all game. Near side, I got a receiver ready here. Near side slide has a running back in the backfield. 2 running backs in the backfield here. Here in I form, that's going to be a far side run. It will bring up first down for a new set of downs for the Warriors.
Brody Field, the ball carrier.
Looks like they got Field on the kick. 6 minutes to go here in the third.
Warrior, 1st and 10.
Clock should continue to run here. Yeah, there we go. Cheerleaders are livening this crowd up just a little bit here. They run up the middle. Worland's going to get themselves into the end zone. Touchdown,
Warriors.
And that's another one on the board for Worland. 20-0 here on the road.
Touchdown run for
the Bobcats did have them contained, but it seems like after they gave up that one touchdown, it just seems like things have just gone off the rails for the purple and gold here. They've got to pull it together here while this game is still salvageable. The kick is up by Denise, and it is good.
The extra point is good.
Worland Warriors will be on the road at Corfana Field in Pinedale, take on the Pinedale Wranglers. They'll be next week. Thermopolis Bobcats will also be on the road, and we'll be covering that game. They go to Kemmer to take on the Rangers. I'll be right here on Two Basins Sports Network. I believe the game kicks off at 7, but don't quote me on that. We have the stream time that we have here is matched up with the kickoff time, obviously. So just check the time in our stream for that Kemmer game. That'll be when coverage starts. So Bobcats kickoff team. I've been yapping for so long. I gave them time to get their huddle done. So we'll just keep you on the air here as the kickoff team is starting to come back out here. Warriors getting ready to kick it away. Bobcats, Aaron's and Duke's back to return here. That ambulance has not gone off tonight at all. Bobcats need a touchdown here to liven this crowd up, maybe bring some momentum their way.
Cadets to kick off for the Warriors.
So Ryan
and Aaron's back deep for the Bobcats.
Ryan Denise back to kick it away. He's been their star kicker tonight. He's made all of his extra points, and his kickoffs have been pretty on point. And the train horn doesn't work. They'll kick it out near the far side. He'll pick it up. He bumbles it just a little bit there. He keeps it on his feet. And still going. He's finally marked down just a little bit past the 20. And then we'll bring up 1st and 10 on another offensive drive for the Bobcats.
Ryan Aaron's on the return.
Ryan Aaron's the returner there. So first and 10 coming up for the Bobcats. Gunnar Mascaro on the tackle for the
Bobcats will
Warriors.
take over first and 10.
And with that, Bobcats, I believe, through their 7th or 8th drive, I forgot, they have not scored a single point. This will probably be the first time all season they haven't scored a point, scrimmages included. And Worland again on the jump. Looks like that might have been Brody Field on the jump there.
On the Warriors.
So Field has kind of been a bit of an enigma tonight. He's done a lot of great plays, but he's also undone a couple of things on defense. He's jumped offside. He's playing on that edge rusher type position, but he has jumped offside, I think, 3 times tonight. It'll be a run to the outside, and it won't get far. It'll bring up second down for the Bobcats off a gain of about 2. So second and 3 coming up here. If it weren't for the Warriors penalty, the Bobcats wouldn't have gotten as far up as they have so far. 5:18 to go here in this third quarter. We're watching Bobcats varsity football on 2 Basin Sports Network. Between you and me, I kind of wish it was already basketball season. I'm actually kind of excited. Speaking of which, we'll be bringing middle school girls basketball to you starting October 24th. TMS girls basketball on TBSN. Don't worry, we'll also bring some boys basketball to you as well. The snap will be a run to the outside, and Worland's over there celebrating. So kind of a TFL there by...
With the tackle for the Warriors.
Bit of a TFL there on the far side. So third down coming up, 3rd and 5.
Loss on the play, bring up the 3rd and 5.
To the best of my knowledge, I think they still have Cannon Boren in at quarterback. So Armani Dukes is still sitting there on the bench. So I don't think we're going to see him for the rest of the quarter or maybe even the rest of the game. We got Laundry on the field here.
Penalty on the play. Procedure penalty on the Bobcats.
So illegal procedure on the Bobcats. That's going to be their first time getting nabbed for that. Warriors had it in the first quarter. Third down coming up. The Knights are really starting to show here.
Slater and Decker back.
Warriors over there celebrating like they did something. 3:23 to go here in the third quarter. The snap for the punt. And Deere will punt it to the far side. It'll be a... Oh, he trips him up there. So a good tackle there by Dale Dukes, I believe it was. That made the shoestring there.
Slagle on the short return to the Warriors.
Slagle was able... He's been their main return man tonight on the...
Warriors will take over 1st and 10 from the Bobcat 49-yard line.
So Warriors, once again, finding themselves in Bobcat territory, this time on the 44. 3 minutes left. Bobcats moving a linebacker up. It will be a run to the far side for Mascaro, and it will be a flag on the play after a very good run there by Gunnar Mascaro. But let's see what the flag was. Might have been holding.
Mascaro. Football carrier.
We got a sub coming off, and it is Cruz Mascaro. It's our Mascaro, not theirs, coming off the field here. So, Bowker does like to sub in his defense pretty often, holding on the Warriors, so that does send them back a ways. That will make things a lot more difficult now for the Warriors to get that first down. 1st and 16 coming up. One man to his right hip here in shotgun. Drops back to pass. Rolls out to the right side. He's going to try and run. No, he throws to the far side, and he was throwing at Casper the Friendly Ghost. Brings up second down and 15. So, unfortunately, Colt Weber not able to make a play there. I think maybe he threw. It's either he threw. It could be 3 possibilities. He threw to get out of pressure. He thought he saw somebody downfield, or he threw to somebody and they ran their route incorrectly, or he threw at the wrong point in the route. And I mean, that could be anything there, but incomplete pass, 2nd down and 15. One man in Mascaro in motion here. Mascaro, sorry. Rolls out under a little bit of pressure here. Bobcats chase him down far side, and he will be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. A TFL for the Bobcats. And it will bring up 3rd down, and I believe 16 on the play. Warriors really shaking here on this play. It seems like they are a little bit, kind of a little bit disoriented here after those penalties. But they are still up 21-0. That's what we have to remember here. 21-0. Clock is starting to wind down. Bobcats, if they are going to make a play, they need to do it now. Like they should have done it 5 minutes ago. Might be a little too late to make a play here. But I've seen high school teams come back in less time, so. Steps up, throws. And that one's going to be picked, and it is! It's picked! He's one down past the 30, still on his feet, and he's pressed it down!
Interception for the Bobcats.
Trying to see it was still Dukes on the interception. He bobbled it for a little bit, but he just kept it, pulled it up to his chest, and he got the pick. And the Bobcats finally with a huge play on defense. Let's see if they can translate that into offense here. Dell Dukes, I believe this will be either his second or his 3rd interception of the year. He has been a playmaker for the Bobcats this year on the defensive side of the ball. He'd probably make for a good, quarterback in college. There'll be a passing play here. Boren throws over the middle to Dukes. It's caught! Down past the 15. He's got it for first down. I think he was brought down by number 21 on the play, Angel Ruelas. I guess he was there, or at least I saw him there when the tackle was made.
Pass is complete from Boren to Dukes.
So Boren will get his first completion of the night, and it comes to probably his best receiving weapon out there. 2 minutes to go here in the 3rd quarter, and a huge reason to get excited here. And it'll be a fake handoff. Throws it to the far side. Caught! The 30! Down to 25! The 20 is down! Out of bounds, the Bobcats with a huge pickup on the play.
For 20 yards.
I don't know who caught the ball. There was the receiver on the far side. A good fake handoff to a pass there on the far side of the field. And he pulls it in for the first down. Bobcats coming extremely close here. Not quite in the red zone yet. In motion is Aarons. Near side. It'll be a pass play again. Rolls out. Throws deep to the end zone. And it's no good, but the flag's on the field here. So let's see what happens. Looks like the band has gone and gotten concessions. So let's see what the flag is for. I think in pass interference. And it is pass interference on the Warriors. So the Bobcats getting a massive present there in the red zone. A red zone alert for your Thermopolis Bobcats.
10-yard line.
One man is to his left side. Sends Aarons in motion across the guards here. There'll be a pass play. Rolls out to the right side. Using his feet. I'd like to welcome you back inside of LeRoy Hayes Field in Thermopolis. We're back from our injury timeout. Lopez is being escorted to the sideline. He's walking under his own power, which is a very good thing. And Bobcats have been, well, it's been a pretty messy game for the Bobcat offense up to this point, but they have just absolutely turned on the Jets here in this third quarter, or in this late third quarter. They have, oh shoot. Oh, for God's sake. Thank you. Hold on. It's a run to the. It's going to be a run up the right middle there, and he's finally brought down. Third down coming up for the Bobcats. We apologize for that little mishap there. Our camera just. I don't know what happened to the camera, but we don't have this thing anchored, so it's kind of a little bit difficult. But
Stam's the ball carrier.
Zane Stam finally getting himself a little bit of an opportunity to play there.
Martinez on the tackle.
So we apologize for that. Camera is back on where it should be stable. And it'll be a run here and brought down. So not many yards there. Bobcats on fourth down as the clock winds down. 15 seconds left. As Cannonball. Why are they still doing these quarterback runs? They're not working.
Brings up a fourth down.
Play progression has just kind of been like this. You know, send man motion, run. That doesn't work,
That's
then
the
pass.
third quarter.
And then when that works, try a quarterback sneak. Pretty much. But we'll be right back at the end of the third quarter. 21-0. Warriors still on top. You are watching Varsity Football on Two Basin Sports Network. I'd like to welcome you back inside of LeRoy Hayes Field in Thermopolis. Bobcat football on Two Basin Sports Network. Final quarter here. It's finally time to see who's going to walk away with the first win in this series since 2008. And right now the Warriors on game time here. Cannonball and throws to the end zone. It is... I think it was picked off. Couldn't quite see there. So he tried to throw it up to the near side. It is picked off by the Warriors. So that is going to be Warrior possession there.
First and 10 from their 20-yard line.
The Bobcats not in the greatest field position, but it could have been a lot worse. And unfortunately, they will not get anything going off of what has been easily the best drive of the game for them so far. The fire engine and the ambulance have not gotten to sound their siren tonight, which is unfortunate. It'll be a run here up the left middle, and it will bring up second down off a short gain for the Warriors. Bobcats will be on the road next week to take on the Kemmerer Rangers. We'll be right there in the Big K in Mormon territory for just a little bit south of Star Valley for the Bobcats and the Rangers. Will be right here on Two Basin Sports Network. Oh, they brought out the flag. That's great. And it'll be a pass here. Throws it right side. It's caught by Field. Fumble! Nope, it's incomplete. Referees call it incomplete. And you got to look at this over here in the student section. They are waving their flag proudly there in the student section here at LeRoy Hayes Field. Warriors got their flag. The Bobcats are responding back. Got to look at that. It's like going to a soccer match where they bring all those flags to support their team. Maybe we would fit right in having a soccer program. Get on that, Daramidi. And a throw to the near side, and it is caught. It'll bring up first down. It was hauled in by number 34 for the Warriors on the play. That is
The pass is complete.
That is Will Slagle on the catch.
Slagle.
Of course, lineups brought to you by the Ranger down in roster brought to you by the Ranger down in Riverton, Wyoming. So thank you for printing out these little pamphlets here with the roster. And it looks like they listened to my criticism last week, and they have actually got these players in numerical order. So, drops back the pass for the snap. It'll be a throw over the middle. It's caught, and he is driven back by Dukes on the tackle. Oops, sorry, we did not have the camera in the right place there.
This pass is complete to Tucker. Bill Dukes on the tackle. Gain of 6 on the play.
So it looks like the Warriors have brought out a couple of their, some of their bench players here. In shotgun here. The snap. Drops back the pass. Throws it, and it is dropped by Mascaro. He also had somebody else open. Did a really good route there. Will Slagle had a fantastic route. He cut to the right side. He kind of ditched his defender there. But unfortunately, I think the game plan there was just to throw to Mascaro, and that's what they did. Warriors out of the snap. Of course, she put the flag away. In motion, the snap. It'll be a pitch to the outside. It's fumbled. Ball goes on the ground. And it is on the ground there. Who picked it up?
On the play, recovered.
And it's Bobcat football. It'll be first and 10 off the fumble recovery. The third win of the night for the Bobcats.
Bobcats will take over first and 10 from the Warriors 35-yard line.
And a little bit of Bobcat pride over here in this side of the bleachers here on the home section of LeRoy Hayes Field. One man to his right hip. Cannon Boren is still in the game at quarterback. However, Armani is off the bench. Throws a screen pass to the right side. It's caught, and he's still going, and he's finally brought down for a gain on the play. You can see on the far side there the Worland fans running the flag across the field, and he is running across the track. That's our track. Okay. We come to your house next year, buddy. We come to your house next year, and we're going to run our flag across your track. How do you feel about that? We got fans over here to the right of me. I don't fear no spear. It'll be a run to the right side here, a run to the right side here for the Bobcats. And it looks like the guys with the banners are racing each other. I'm trying to get the camera shot here, but the Warriors and the Bobcats students here are racing with the flags. That is how you tick off a fan base. And now we're running their flag to their side. That is a nice looking flag though. They got a little spearhead on the flagpole. It looks really good actually. I like it. And Boren back to pass, throws it right side. Caught! Down the touchdown! I think that was Dukes on the catch. It could have been a touchdown pass. It could have been somebody else. I'm not sure, but far side touchdown. Bobcats get the score. It is now 21-6 here in Thermopolis. This is a party. And I think the Bobcats got some motivation there when the Warriors ran that flag across our side of the field. This is rivalry night, ladies and gentlemen. This is rivalry night. It'll be a two-point conversion attempt for the Bobcats here. There'll be a pass over the middle, and it is incomplete. It was meant for Aaron's, I believe, and it will bring up a 21-6 situation now. I wonder if the Bobcats are going to try for the onside kick. But we'll take a quick break. We'll be right back. It's rivalry night here at LeRoy Hayes Field. Bobcats and the Warriors when we come back. I'd like to welcome you back, and now they've sent the shirtless brigade on the track now. We got like seven different Bobcat students with their chests painted. They're just running over to the Worland side of the field now, and Worland's got their own little army over there. This is rivalry night. This is why I love these Worland Thermop games, because the fans just go absolutely berserk. And I love it. This is what high school football is supposed to be like. This is Friday Night Lights at its best. I can't wait for next year, man. This is going to be so freaking fun. It'll be an onside kick for the Bobcats. And I think he recovered it. And they did! Bobcats with the possession.
Penalty on the play. Penalty on the Bobcats.
Oh, a penalty on Thermop. We had somebody to my right boo the ref, so let's see what the call is. And it looks to be on Thermopolis, so... Ooh. I think somebody went a little bit... I think it was false start there. I think somebody went a little bit too early on the kickoff. So it looks like they got a little too excited for the onside there, but Worland's probably seeing it coming now.
Penalty on the play. Negated the recovery.
So Thermopolis is going to try this again. Worland's moving their guys up to try and get the onside kick. I think Thermopolis could go with either a squib or a regular kickoff here now, because I think Worland sees it coming. Cannon Boren is kicking it off here. The kick, and it is a regular kickoff. And near side, here they come. They'll move over to the far side. He's still going. I think it's Decker on the return. And he is nailed back there. So first down, 10 cover. Bobcats still have a chance to win this game, but they've got to hurry.
Bridger foul. First Bobcat in on the tackle.
Uh-oh. Well, we got an injury on the field, so we'll just take the camera off of him, and we'll be right back. I'd like to welcome you back inside the LeRoy Hayes Field in Thermopolis, Wyoming, off the injury timeout. And the injured Bobcat was number 61. Hold on. Number 61. Colby Deere, sorry. That was who was hurt there. But he is okay. He ran off he didn't just walk off the field, he ran. So he is fine. He should be back in whenever they have him on the field again, I guess. 8 minutes to go, so about a middle school football quarter to go. Here we go. 1st and 10 Warriors. Bobcats have some momentum here. It's up to them to use it. There'll be a pass play. Worland rolling out to the right side. Throws. And it is... I think he hauled it in.
Weber's pass intended for.
Nope, it's incomplete. Second down. I thought he hauled it in there. Maybe it didn't survive the ground. However, 2nd down and 10. Bobcats have got to play angry here for these next 8 minutes because this is a winnable game. Anybody can win this right now, but they have to really put their best foot forward here. I think that's Decker lining up near side, and it is. The snap. There'll be a pass. Rolls out just a little bit. Has some time. Nope, he doesn't have time. And still on his feet. He'll run to the near sideline. He'll slide. And that will bring up 3rd down for the Warriors.
Colt Weber.
Well, if he got a gain, it wasn't much. 3rd down coming up. 3rd down and 10, it looks like. So he didn't get anything there. Didn't get a gain, didn't get a loss, didn't get nothing. But Bobcats want that. I think they'd rather them, I don't know. They'd love seeing that on the scoreboard there. 3rd and 10. One last stop here for the Bobcats. I don't think the Warriors will go for it in this situation. You're up by 2 scores. Why would you? The snap. Another pass play under a lot of pressure. It's caught. And he escapes through a couple defenders, and he is brought down. That was the catch made by Roman Para. And it will be, I think, just a little bit short.
Brought down by Aaron's and so
a bit of a dual effort there on the tackle for the Bobcats, and Roman Para was the one that got the pass there, or one that got the catch. Sorry. Oh. So they're going to measure the ball here, trying to measure the distance here. Could be a 1st down for Worland, but it's a very close call. So let's see. I think that's a 1st down. And it looks like it is. So 1st down Warriors.
1st and 10 Worland.
Here comes Worland. Fresh set of downs here, still in their own end of the field. 6:48 to go here in the game. Bobcats lined up in a 4-3. The snap. There'll be a pass play for Worland. Throws it over to the side, and I don't know. I think it was caught, so they are... No, they're calling it incomplete. They were marking him down there for a moment, but unfortunately the pass... Well, I guess it depends on who you ask, but the pass falls incomplete to Slagle.
Slagle falls incomplete. Brings up a 2nd and 10.
So the Warriors, not much... That's kind of an inverse of their first half. They didn't have much success with passing in the first half, but now they're not having much success with... Wait, no. They had some success with passing in the first half, but now in the second half they're not doing so great. But the run game is just kind of... It's gotten better for sure. The snap, it'll be a run to the right side. Evades tackles, and he'll finally be brought down by a pride of Bobcats. 3rd down coming up for Worland. It's kind of a shame. We're not going to see these guys again until basketball season, which, well, I guess volleyball still got another conference game to start, but for Lord's sake. Camera's getting knocked down by people jumping on the freaking bleachers. I'm sorry. Shouldn't be jumping on 100-year-old bleachers to begin with, but when there's a camera that's not exactly, well secured. 5:55 to go here in the 4th. Bobcats really bunching in this time. The snap. Rolls out to the right side, throws crossbody. It is caught by Para. He's going to run down the sideline. He slips at the 20. Run should be down near the 21. I saw that one coming. There was no reason why nobody couldn't be covering Para on that one.
Roman Para took for 40 yards.
Para was Colt Weber's number one target in that game against Powell. Obviously they've watched film on this team. They got to see that, and they've got to understand that they need to cover that guy. That is the second time Roman Para has gotten himself a big play tonight. Granted, one of them was undone by a fumble, but still, he's burned the Bobcats secondary tonight. The snap, there'll be a run up the right side, and forward progress is stopped, and they'll whistle it dead. And the Warriors will get a small gain of playing by small gain on playing. By small, I mean 5 yards.
Interior.
So not exactly small.
Bobcat defense. 4 on the play. Second down.
4:40 to go here, and it looks like the Bobcats' chances here of winning this game are looking. They're getting slimmer as the seconds tick on. So they've got to make a play here on defense. They got to force a fumble. They got to get a pick. They got to get something. A throw here. Pressure breaks the pocket, and it's picked! Sideline! Down the far side, it gets past the 20! What an interception on the far side! I said they needed something there, and they got it.
Dale Dukes on
Another touchdown averted by Worland. And the Bobcats defense, they may not be perfect, but they've definitely made some incredible plays tonight.
Penalty on the play.
A penalty. They better be holding or something.
Penalty on the Warriors.
Okay, it is a Worland penalty, so that is going to be Bobcat
face mask
possession again. So face mask on the Warriors. That's going to make things a whole lot worse because you already got the pick and they ran out to the 20. Now you got a 15-yard penalty on top of that.
Bobcats will take over 1st and 10.
So Warriors it shouldn't be a Warrior lead right now because they've shot themselves in the foot so many times with penalties tonight. The snap. And it'll be a run up the middle. He's got room. I think that was Boren on the run there. Armani Dukes is still on the sideline. He's walking around the sideline. He's got an ice bag, so I don't think we're going to see him for the rest of the night, unfortunately. Well, hopefully we'll see him in camera.
8 on the play. Second down.
So second down and 3 off that run there by Boren. And Cannon Boren is making a case for maybe getting himself a starting QB role here if he can develop just a little bit more. Boren drops back, he throws it, and it's nearly picked up. It's gone! Collins! Near side 40, and he's down!
From Boren to Collins.
Nolan Collins with a heads-up play there off the tip pass, and they'll bring it in for the reception.
Good for 20 yards, a Bobcat 1st and 10.
What a catch, and the internet was good, so you probably saw that on camera. In motion is Aarons, drops back the pass. Try to look for the screen. Over the middle, it's caught! First down, and maybe just a little bit more. I don't know who got the reception on the play. I think it might have been Aarons, but that was an incredible pass. Boren.
Pass is complete.
That's not a rattlesnake, is it?
Boren to Ryan Aarons.
It was Ryan Aarons. I knew it.
1st and 10.
First down, Bobcats, and they are inside they're just outside the 20, so about the 21-yard line. Not quite a red zone alert yet, but they got 3 minutes. They need to make a play now. Boren has been okay on these short passes. He's kind of like Brady. He can throw a good check down, but Boren over the right side. It's up, and it is no good. It was right in his hand, and he couldn't haul it in. Try to Odell it like he did against Newcastle.
Pass from
That was Dukes, I believe.
Dukes.
Well, he Odelled it against Newcastle, that game-winning touchdown, but unfortunately that time just did not have that same kind of magic. Second down and 10 coming up for the Bobcats here. 2:48 to go in the game here on rivalry night. And this could come down to the wire if the Bobcats score here. The run up the middle. And he'll be stopped. Third down coming up. Why are we running it? Just give Bourne an opportunity to throw a quick laser to the sideline. And we'll be fine. But timeout has been called by Thermopolis. So we'll take a quick break. I'd like to welcome you back inside of LeRoy Hayes Field here in Thermopolis, Wyoming. The Bobcats and the Warriors, and this game is kind of starting to come down to the wire just a little bit. .233 to go off the Bobcat timeout. It's going to be doubles here. And a fake handoff. He's going to throw it. Throws it over the right side. Lofts it up, and it is incomplete as it is a little bit overthrown on the sideline. 4th down and 6 coming up. Bobcats have to get the first down here. I think they're going to go for it. They can't. Worland's going to get the ball back.
Points to Dukes falls incomplete. The ball will turn over on downs.
Dukes has kind of been inconsistent on offense this year, along with Dale Dukes this year. Bobcats lining up 1st and 10. The snap, and it'll be a run to the near side, and he is wrapped up and brought down for a gain of about 2 on the play. And it'll bring up 2nd down and 7.
Football carry.
Second and 7 off of actually a 2nd and 6 off of a 4-yard gain.
Gain of 4 on the play. Bring up to 2nd down.
2-minute warning here. Warriors breaking out of the huddle. They're probably going to try and run down the clock here. Bobcats have 2 timeouts remaining, but I wouldn't recommend using them right now. Under center, milking as much time as he can. The snap, the run, up the middle, and he's broken free, and he's finally brought down. So what a run there. I think that was Roy Teal. Check that, actually. I think it was Angel Reyes.
Ryan Aaron's on the task.
Senior. 1 minute 30 to go here in this game here. The first meeting since 2008 between the Warriors and the Bobcats. The Worland Warriors have won 13 straight over the Bobcats from I believe 1999 to 2008. And the first meeting since 2008 and the first home meeting between the Bobcats and the Warriors since 2007. I believe August 31st, 2007. The run up the middle. And it'll be a run. And he's still going. He is brought down for a gain of about 5 or 6 on the play. It'll bring up 2nd down. Please don't look into the camera. Thank you.
Ball carrier. Zane Stam. Richard File on the tackle for the Bobcats.
Worland breaking out, 2nd down and 2. 30 seconds to go. Warriors will be on the road to play the Pinedale Wranglers. Bobcats will be about in the same vicinity near Seedskiddy as they will be also on the road playing the Kemmerer Rangers. That'll be next week. And they will kneel the ball, and the Worland Warriors have won this game. The first meeting since 2008 unfortunately doesn't go the way the Bobcats want, as Unfortunately, the final score is 21-6. I'd like to thank all of our fans for watching here. It's time to deliver our player of the game right here on Worland Sports Network.
Warrior fans.
And that award is going to go to none other it's going to go to none other than Roman Parra. He had two. I don't care about that fumble. He had a fantastic game today, and he should be celebrated. So Roman Parra, no touchdowns today, I don't think, but he has had a couple of really good receptions. Roman Parra is your Two Basin Sports Network player of the game. Next week we'll be on the road. The Kemmerer Rangers will be back in Kemmerer for the third time here on Two Basin Sports Network's history. Love their little field there. I think it's just Rangers Stadium. I don't think it has a proper name. But, yeah, we'll be in Kemmerer next week. Lovell the week after that. And then it's back here in Thermopolis. But you can check out more details for our live streams right here on our YouTube channel. All of our upcoming live streams for the football season are right here on Two Basin Sports Network. And we very much appreciate your support. I'd like to remind our fans that this broadcast is dedicated to the Defoe family. Unfortunately, William Bill Defoe passed away on September 11th this past year from this incredible battle with cancer. So we extend our condolences once again to the Defoe family and to Logan Defoe. He had a great game today, and he even wore a sticker on the back of his helmet. I was told by somebody during halftime, actually. Or not halftime, actually during pregame. I was approached by somebody that knew the family, and the Logan had like a little sticker on the back. I saw it myself too. There, it had a little sticker on the back of his helmet. So. Great game by the Bobcats and the Warriors. We wish the Worland fans a safe drive home. Bobcats will be on the road against Kemmerer next week, right here on TBSN. This has been your head commentator, Hayden Main, with Two Basin Sports Network. And just a reminder, don't pet the buffalo. Have a safe drive home, and we'll see you next week. Bobcats lose this game 21-6 here in Thermopolis.